WBO Featherweight Championship of the World is on the line. Oscar is back home. And here's Lupe Contreras with the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the action. Once again, proudly presented to you by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Peltz Boxing Promotions, and being broadcast worldwide on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and streaming live on the ESPN app. This bout, 12 rounds or less at stake. The WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Supervisor, Richard DeCure. The three judges are Dennis O'Connell, Levi Martinez, and Rocky Taylor. At the sound of the bell, the man in charge of the ring, referee Wes Melton. And now, Tucson, Arizona, this is the main event of the evening. We find out, ¿quién es el más macho? Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters wearing blue with gold trim and weighed in at an official 125.5 pounds. He enters the ring with an unblemished pro record consisting of 29 victories, 12 of those victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Kasanasawa, Japan, and representing Bacolod City, the Philippines, Genesis Servania. Across the ring in the red corner, the defending world champion, he weighed in at an official 125.75 pounds. As an amateur, he proudly represented El Tricolor at the Olympic Games in 2008 and 2012. And now, he enters the ring an undefeated professional with 22 victories, 19 of those victories coming by way of KO. Defending his WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Born, bred, y puro Nogales, Sonora, México, Oscar Valdez Jr.
Okay, Chief Seconds. Okay, fellas, this is for the WBO Featherweight Championship. Went over the rules in the dressing room. Check these trunks, these are a little bit low. Check these trunks, these are good. Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands. Touch them up, bang at the bell.
Well, we expect them to bang plenty tonight.
Talk about banging. Both these fighters' style can bring on head clashes. They're both inside, looking to get in those trenches. They have been both involved in getting bloodied by colliding heads.
Here we go. Both undefeated. Valdez putting his title on the line. He owns the second highest knockout percentage among modern era featherweight titleists, active or retired. Round number one.
Servania has been on the floor. He might be again tonight.
Servania to me just looks so physically strong. Just threw a hook at Valdez and kind of moved him back a little bit.
I actually think the struggle by Valdez goes.
But I'm just saying, just the looks of things. Looks are deceiving, right?
Yeah, if you really look at facts, Servania is actually a small guy. Turned pro 108, most fights at 122, while Valdez turned pro 132, and he's fought most of his career at featherweight.
By the way, not an uncommon path of growth with what we've seen with Filipino fighters. Of course, you know that better than anyone, having fought Manny Pacquiao 3 times.
For one of the greatest.
That's right.
This is a fight where I think size will matter, or can matter, as far as being a bigger guy, because both guys like to impose themselves, I said it earlier, physically. And when you want to do that, the bigger guy can have an edge.
Valdez is just focused right now on landing that jab and controlling Servania at distance.
Right hand to the body from Oscar.
Both guys have scar tissue, both those eyes. Servania, a little bit more. Valdez showing a little bit more dimension. Go inside, go outside, can use his legs. For the most part, Servania wants to come in that front door.
We saw moments ago, and more body work from Valdez.
Right now, one dimension in Servania versus multi-dimensions in Valdez. Multi-dimensions usually wins.
Sometimes Valdez come out wide with those shots. I just saw Servania land a quick left hook in the inside of that. I believe it was a right hand, overhand right by Valdez.
Valdez loves to loop that right hand. Throws it like a baseball sometimes.
And Servania found a home for that great bat, right?
It was a wide sweeping right hand that missed its targets and body moments ago.
In the fighter meeting, Valdez said that he learned a lot from his last timeout.
That was an entertaining fight against Mariaga.
Yes, very entertaining fight.
And
Said he's going to be patient this round.
¿Te lo dejo? ¿Te lo dejo el mape? Haga la vuelta. Te lo juego un poquito. Tú empiezas, vivo con el counter y tú le metes el counter a él. ¿De acuerdo? Counter de counter. ¿Ok? Alegre. Segundo round, bien. ¿Ok? Inteligente. Ahora, a la hora de llavear, la mano derecha de frente a la hora de llavear. Pat, pat, y conteste. Counter. Tranquilito ahí.
Teddy, Timmy, and Bernardo here ringside in Tucson. Round number 2 of our featherweight title fight. Oscar Valdez throwing 50 punches in that first round. His percentage landed not as high as we typically see out of the champ, but sustained work.
You know, with all the great, and I mean great history and tradition of Mexican fighters, Valdez, the only Mexican fighter ever to be involved in 2 Olympics. Representing Mexico, 2008, 2012 games.
He was only 17 years old in his 2008
There's the versatility that I think has given Valdez the upper hand right here. He's able to go in, go out, go to the side. For the most part, Servania, one-dimensional inside, coming forward, straight ahead.
Valdez better be cautious. He's throwing combinations and he's getting clipped. He's trying to get time by Servania
able to
excuse me.
land that right hand in between the punches of Valdez.
Servania has a bad habit. Watch, he wastes a lot of movement. He's moving his head from too far away. When he moves that head from too far away, he's not. Look at it. See that head moving too far away? Unnecessary, and it could be timed.
With the hard jab.
Yes, it can, and with the right hand. Behind the jab, Timmy, like you're absolutely right.
Right in the pocket there. As a left hand lands from Valdez.
And again, watch that head movement of Servania from too far away. When he starts moving that head too far away, out of position, out of range, good spot for Valdez to step in, time him a little, touch him up a little.
Body shot. Filipino. Comes in with a 2-punch combination. You can see the batting sessions both men have when they get their combinations off, both heavy-handed. There's that wide sweeping right again from Oscar. Comes back with a sweeping left hand.
Sometimes Servania stands there a little bit too long. And he get hit with the 3rd shot, and the 4th shot.
No, you're right,
Valdez.
But the main thing Servania does he continues to be predictable. Coming in from movement too far away, the same speed, the same direction, straight ahead.
Good final minute here of round number 2 from the undefeated titleist, Oscar Valdez Jr. Oh, okay. Second round TKO, right?
Hey. Muy bien, papá, muy bien. Mira, acabamos de ver algo. Él está muy frontal.
This is earlier tonight. This is right to it, right? Want to show you what happened earlier tonight on Top Rank Boxing on ESPN because we had the Irish sensation Mick Conlan in action, and he did it again against an overmatched opponent. Second round TKO, Mick Conlan gets
No se me quede ahí de frente con él sin hacer nada. Ya sabes.
The Irish sensation, who has such marketing appeal, moves his mark now to 4-0 with 4 knockouts. Mick Conlan, and we expect to see him later this year on ESPN in New York, Madison Square Garden in December, but his ascent will be a long and steady path. Back to action here in round 3 of our championship featherweight fight.
And he stand right there.
For now.
For now. You mentioned something about more dimensions from Valdez and that amateur pedigree. Well, Servania only had 2 amateur fights. That's why you're able to see the movement and the creativity from Valdez. More dimensions.
Valdez had 204 amateur fights. Almost not fair.
Good exchange right in the middle of the ring between these two. Bernardo Osuna does such a great job listening to both corners, making his way around ringside. Bernie, what can you tell us?
Well, in Genesis Servania's corner, they want body work. But in the red corner of Oscar Valdez, Manny Robles said he's coming right at you. No head movement. Use that uppercut and set up that left hook.
The right hand that tried to get around the guard from Oscar.
Instructions there that will pass on to us. Absolutely right. You got a guy coming right at you, that's him coming in. And that's exactly what Valdez is doing.
You hear the chant here in Tucson. They love their hometown guy.
Oscar's boxing well from the outside right now. He just popped in a straight right hand and a left hand right after. Servania seems like he can't find his rhythm right now. Can't find Oscar.
Most of Servania's fights have been in the Philippines. This is his first fight in the U.S. An awfully unhospitable way. Not a lot of hospitality to invite a fighter into the country for his first fight, putting him in with a guy like Valdez.
And not only that, but his lead trainer, Mark Bill Milligan, had visa issues, so he couldn't make the trip. Now, he does have an experienced corner, and he has side by side with him back in Japan. But when a guy's been with you every step of the way, Timmy, like the guy to your right, to all of a sudden find out late in the process, lead dog's not going to be barking, that changes things.
It changes things because, you know, you believe in that man that's in that corner giving you instructions. I'm not sure what kind of experience he has with the guy that's over his corner right now. And for me, Teddy knows my tendencies. He knows what I'm all about, and you need to know that. You know, when you're a fighter, when you want to pump him up and get him going.
Yuki Kashimians, who traveled over to be the chief second now with Servania.
Time! I've been watching it spar this whole game, and it's bad because the ring guys are there with the headgear.
I did. He's down there.
¿Más agua? ¿Agua en la cabeza, nada? Muy bien. No, cuando te tiras con el tiempo. Muy bien, Oscar. Mira, hay que tener cuidado cuando tira a la derecha al cuerpo, porque es donde él está buscando el golpe de derecha. Que sigamos buscando que lleven la derecha por fuera. Oye.
Valdez in his title defense, and we urge you to help those in need with recent disasters. Help the American Red Cross provide meals and shelter to these families. You can donate today by going to redcross.org/ESPN. And I want to add this to that comment, because earlier tonight we saw the great champion Gilberto Ramirez move his mark to 36-0. He dedicated tonight's title defense to those back in Mexico City. And Canelo Alvarez is there in person, helping, lending his help on the ground, helping with food, with water. Hands-on is Canelo Alvarez today in Mexico City. Well done.
Behavior of a champion.
That's right, Teddy.
Behavior of a human being.
And we are seeing an emerging, blossoming breakthrough star here in Oscar Valdez, a champion at 26 years old.
Stop, don't pull on the head, okay? Let's go.
Grew up here in this town, then went to Mexico for his teen years, fought here about 2.5 years ago, and he promised the fans then, I'm going to win a belt, and I'm going to come back, and I will have a world title fight in Tucson. This is that night.
What is one dimension, aggressive dimension, physical dimension that Servania brings? Not enough. When the other guy has 3 dimensions. And Valdez showing all those dimensions. Body, outside, head, movement, straight right hands, left hooks, controlling range.
Good work that time by Genesis Servania.
Servania uses his legs, one leg going forward. Valdez uses his legs a lot of ways. You see it right now.
I'll tell you, when Oscar digs in with that left-handed body, he just opens up with everything he can offer.
Like I said earlier, both these guys throw punches with bad intentions.
Another body shot, then he comes with a right hand.
But Valdez doesn't throw any take-it-easy punches. Everything he throws to do damage.
Knockdown score.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? You okay? You okay? Come to me. Come to me.
He got caught moving away with the right hand with his hands down.
Nearly incredulous to Wes Melton even asking the question, are you okay?
You're moving away. You know, he's been showing the dimensions that we're talking about. What is it not to your advantage to have that dimension? When you move off to the side with your hands down, where the opponent can catch you on the way out. He got caught on the way out.
And he comes in with a right hand. Look at the challenger on the attack. Oscar Valdez in trouble here at the end of the round. What a round for Genesis Servania.
Tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo. Vivo, vivo, vivo. Deme más piso. Dale para el agua. Mira.
Puedes hacer confianza.
Es exceso de confianza. Tranquilo. Es exceso de confianza, ¿ok? No hay que hacer exceso de confianza. Cuando te fuiste a la primera caída, cruzaste los pies. Tranquilito, tranquilito, sigue llaveando, sigue trabajando la izquierda, pero bueno.
And you gotta make sure you're not in range. He's in range, he moves out. He got caught with the right hand. Now he gets wobbled again here after getting up. Again, same thing. Going out with his left hand down. Got caught with the right hand. Got hurt. It's great to move out. It's great to move to the side. But you gotta do it the right way. He did it the wrong way. It gave a free shot to Servania.
So a little unexpected drama in round number 4 as the undefeated title challenger, Genesis Servania, gets him hurt in the 4th round, wobbles him late. Let's check in with what they're saying in Valdez's corner with Bernardo.
They told him, you got overconfident. You walked away with your hands down and you crossed your feet. That's when he connected, and that's what happened. Just stay alert.
That was something that I saw in the Mariaga fight. I said during the telecast that he pulls away with his hands down, comes out too fat. And you show him how to come out, the right way.
And a lot of fighters do that, but they get away with it until they don't get away with it.
When you get a guy to follow you with the punch.
Exactly.
And Teddy, to your point earlier, everything that Timmy just described, things that you have described, that's what makes for an entertaining fight here. This is what makes for a good TV fight at a championship level. There's some flaws.
Even things up real quick. Because the champion Valdez had a setup of straight rounds, 10-9 rounds of high school card. All of a sudden, not a walk in the park anymore.
There was a short right hand on the inside from the Filipino title challenger there that scored again.
Well, it looks like Servania's the stronger man right now. Valdez is hitting him with everything and not hurting him, but Servania's hitting Valdez and he's hurting.
Right hand that split the guard from Valdez. He doesn't look good. Oscar's going to be on the attack, looking to finish this thing. Valdez, here they go. Big left hand, right hand rings in. He was on the canvas, now he's on the attack.
Like I said, both guys want to impose their physicality on the other, and they both have.
Valdez got to be careful.
Another sweeping right hand.
It's a danger snake.
Down on Servania.
Valdez doesn't have that word careful in his vocabulary.
Final moments here of round 5. Genesis, a little more settled on his feet, absorbs another big blow. Crowd absolutely roaring here for their hometown hero. What a round. Great stuff with the featherweight title on the line. Trading knockdowns in Arizona, folks.
Es el caso, güey. ¿Oíste? En la gente.
Take us through it.
You're going to see big left hook. Oh, got inside the glove. Watch how it gets inside the glove. On the inside. Different ways to skin a cat, different ways to throw a left hook. He changed the arc on that left hook. Instead of throwing
Vaseline.
he threw it a little bit on the inside.
Ahí te me fuiste. Y es cuando más peligroso es el rival, cuando está lastimado. Tienes que ser inteligente. Claro. Muy bonito.
This is the kind of fight that the old champ used to take part in. Teddy, you promised action. They are delivering and over-delivering action. Round number 6, Valdez and Servania.
He promised action. He promised physicality. He promised punching with bad intention. So far, all delivered.
Folks, when you see a scorecard that goes back-to-back with opposite 10-8 rounds, you're loving life as a fight fan.
Stop! Back up!
Valdez just got his confidence back. He needed that knockdown. Being dropped for the first time in his career. He needed a knockdown. Now he's got his energy back. Now he's back in control.
Traveled halfway around the world with his lead trainer, unable to make the trip because of visa issues. Came up tough, overcoming so many obstacles and poverty in the Philippines. Made his way to Japan to emerge as a contender at 126 pounds. And then comes to Valdez's home turf and drops him. Valdez roars back.
You know how you watch different fighters where some of them throw soft punches to set up hard punches? Well, Valdez never went into that classroom. He throws hard punches to land hard punches.
Heavy-handed young man.
Even his jab. Look at that jab. Hard.
Left hand scores from Genesis. Trying to get around that guard with the left hook again.
Hold that hard jab. know what that hard jab does, Joe? When that hard jab comes from Valdez, it sends a signal to Servania. Yeah, you want to be aggressive, but think twice before you're too aggressive. It makes you think a little bit before you come forward, where you normally might be coming forward right away.
And sometimes hard jabs do sting you and just keep you there for the right hand.
Yeah, they set the table where you can eat with that next one.
I've been hit with jabs that felt like right hands.
Genesis coming forward, lunging in with right hand.
Well, you fought everybody who was the best out there.
Yeah. Valdez put himself in a bad situation right there trying to get away. Hit with a shot.
Tell you where the danger zone is for Valdez, besides pulling out. We saw that already. But when you're loading up on everything hard, you leave a little hole sometimes.
For the counter.
For the counter.
Right hand from Genesis. Backing up the champ. Another power surge that close out a round.
El punto es de que tienes que... ¡Echamos los huevos! Ok, papá, pero tienes que ser más inteligente. ¿Oíste? Tienes que ser más inteligente. No dejes de cambiar. Das al golpe y te sales.
How do you steal a round after losing the first part of the round? Right here. That's how you steal a round. Servania, the challenger, might have stolen that round.
Tough and hardened 8-year pro from the Philippines. He's based out of Kushima in Kanazawa, Japan. Let's look at the power punches in the last round. Landing 9. Servania a little more effective down the stretch, especially in the final 15 seconds. Bernardo.
Oscar's father stepped up to the ring and said, I know you want to put on a show for the home crowd, but you need to be intelligent. Then Manny Robles stepped in and said, look, you need to be smart. You need to control the fight and don't let him steal rounds like he did in that combination.
Oscar went with a body shot there, and doing so then opened up again as Genesis tried to place the right hand.
Servania, he's looking for a home for that right uppercut. Oscar sometimes lean in when he throws a hook to the body or he throws his right hand. He'll lean in, and he's just off the mark. But I see it landing possibly later in the fight when Oscar kind of fades and settles down a little bit.
Absolutely right. I'll tell you another thing. When Valdez leaves himself available, exposed. Again, loading up on any shot, that's all he knows. When you load up and you miss like that, guess what? Your body follows the punch. And you fall in a little bit. And when you fall in a little bit, well, you can be available for a counter.
What do you think about this, Coach? 3 months of training camp.
Sometimes you can be too much. You'll find out late in the fight.
8 weeks the norm. But he says he has to know, not physically, but mentally, that he's done absolutely everything, says Oscar. That he's prepared for every possible situation.
I've been there before. I used to do the same thing. And then as I got older and matured as a fighter and had, got more experience, I went down to 8 weeks of training.
And you shared that advice with him this year,
So it still shows that Oscar's still developing mentally, physically, as a fighter, as a world champion, as a young world champion. To have confidence in himself and his ability.
Not much landed there. Backed him up. But that left hand is on the glove of Servania.
That's where you got to trust yourself. And that comes with experience. Because a fighter only knows one thing, and he's getting caught those right hands again.
There's a big right hand again from Genesis.
Left hand down when he steps back, he's getting caught. Fighter knows one thing. I work. That's where my confidence comes from. But that's where a trainer has to say, you worked enough. You work too much, and it can be detrimental.
Crowd trying to rally support as the Oscar chant starts up again. The twists and turns of a championship fight, and we're only at the end of round 7.
Le están ganando la combinación y después se desplaza.
Vamos a bañar, Pistol. Agua, que tenemos pueblo por la cabeza, puñeta. Con la cabeza. Ganas el golpe y después viene el desplazamiento. ¿Ok? Es el 8. En el 8. ¿Está bien? ¿Ahí, amigo? Hey, exactamente, también, hey, sin descuido, vivo con ese operé.
Drop your left hand, you fall out in front of the guy, and the guy lands, and the guy being the challenger, and he comes back, and he's got a little smile, and he's saying, thank you, champion, you gave me another round.
Genesis Servania has earned that smile. He loves being aggressive. He understands this golden opportunity that's in front of him. Servania scored the knockdown in round 4. Then he was put down in round 5. That is why you see the dueling 10-8 rounds in the middle of Teddy Atlas's scorecard.
Just saw Valdez land a 4-punch combination. Switch it up. Every shot looked not that hard, but it's just quick. He needs to go a little bit more of that.
Again, you see the same thing. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good and the bad. Valdez, the good, all bad intentions, all power shots. The bad sometimes puts him out of position. And when it puts him out of position, that can happen. Your opponent can be right there to catch him.
And he's waiting on him to pull back. Servania is waiting on Valdez to pull out after that combination so he can step forward and hit him with the straight shots like that. Valdez has a bad habit in pulling out with his hands down.
Before any more fireworks go off, let me get out a real quick happy birthday to my nephew, Raiden Atlas, 13 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Another combination that received return fire from Servania.
One thing that Servania said in the fighter meeting is that Valdez gets hit later in the fight. He feels that's to be his best opportunity to land shots on Valdez is later in the fight.
Well, what Valdez is doing right now, using his legs to make sure he don't get hit, keeping Servania a little off balance, and he's doing a pretty good job of keeping him off balance. You got a strong guy. Both guys are strong. You got a strong guy in Servania. How do you neutralize that? Move to the side, keep him off balance. Don't let him be set to use that strength. That's what he's doing right now.
Servania right now is waiting on his opportunity. He's waiting on Valdez to do the work for him. Pull back, Valdez.
Back up.
Might have blown around waiting.
Pelea, ¿cómo? Boxeando, mijo. ¿Qué? Boxeando. Vale, para agua. Acomódate, así como va. ¿Qué? todo, viene eso entonces. Agua, frente. Agua.
You want pictures to go with what I'm talking about? You load up on something. You get out of position. You leave yourself exposed. You fall in, and you fall right in to a right uppercut by the challenger. Big left hook, power punch by Valdez. Fell forward, paid the price.
Challenger who doesn't know how to lose. Undefeated Genesis Servania. Power punches you see there in the last round.
You young fighters out there, that's why you use a jab to set the shots up. You step in, you don't reach it.
You know, in between rounds, I saw Valdez manager come over to the corner, a little bit worried. Not sure what he said to the coaches in the corner, but maybe it's a sense of urgency for Valdez to step up and do what he needs to do to get this guy out of here or to win this fight. A little concerned.
So what you have to be careful is when you think you're going out the side door, you better make sure you're really going out the side door. Okay, let's straight back.
Got caught.
You're going out the side door, guys. You gotta make sure that you get outside that shoulder where you're safe. You're still inside that shoulder, you can get caught on the way out.
And I'll tell you, the roar of this crowd that we were hearing in that 5th round when they felt their guy, their champ, had turned it and had it in the danger zone to close it, scored the knockdown, it was rallying. It's like a wet blanket has been thrown over with some of these moments of successive opportunity from Servania. Bernardo, what can you tell us?
In Servania's corner, they just want him to keep pressuring. They want him to work the body and just always be in Oscar Valdez's face.
And what else would they want? What else did the guy want to do?
Reaction from the body shot with the left hand.
That was a vicious body shot by Valdez just a second ago.
It's not like you're going to tell Servania, you know what, I want you to act like Conor Whitaker now.
Dug into the body again with the left hand.
You know, Servania is so predictable. And in the sense of that, I think Valdez is at times too. Servania is taking advantage of opportunities. I think Servania is waiting on Valdez to pull out so he can have opportunity to hit him. He truly is.
And if you wait on one thing, Timmy, and it doesn't come, you fall behind the 8 ball. Servania has fallen behind the 8 ball a little bit here, last couple rounds.
I think that's the only opportunity he knows he has. He can't outbox Valdez.
No, but by waiting on one shot to catch him on the way out, that doesn't come. He's losing the opportunity to just come forward behind the jab.
Okay.
Así era. Ahorita vamos. Agua, dale agua.
Vamos a bañar. Agua con la cabeza. Dáñalo. Dáñalo.
Que te lo lleves atrás, ahí aprovechas. Ahí te lo lleves cuando lo vayas atrás. No le entregues a López. ¿Ok, amigo? Va a estar bien. Cuando aire, ahorita lo vas a agarrar. Viene bien. Cuando saques tus cruzados, sácalos, pero agarra aire. Sin abandonar la defensa, ¿ok, amigo?
Top Rank Boxing on ESPN will give you Jesse Magdaleno. He's going to try to defend his junior featherweight title against Cesar Juarez, Jose Ramirez, Mike Friedel fight, and Artur Beterbiev. Emerging light heavyweight star, a title eliminator against Enrico Colvin. That is all November 11th, 10:30 Eastern start on November 11th. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN. I love these loaded cards with action throughout. We saw Conlon earlier, showed you that highlight. A great title fight in super middleweight, says Gilberto Ramirez. Had a unanimous decision against Jesse Hart. And here they have traded knockdowns for the WBO featherweight title.
know, I want to take a moment. I only think it's right. We celebrated the retirement a little while ago of a great fighter, Andre Ward, and rightfully so. A couple months ago, the guy's sitting right in between us, Joe. Pretty darn great fighter right here. We talked about Andre Ward being a great winner. We could talk about Tim Bradley being a great winner. We talked about Andre Ward having nothing but class. We could talk about Timmy Bradley, nothing but class. So I'd just like to say congratulations on your retirement, champ.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate that.
Former division world champion. We've been thrilled to be sitting with you for so many of these recent great fights.
Back up, back up.
And that was dangerous right there. You know, he landed that left hook, Valdez, but then he pulled out with his hands down, and the left hook whizzed by his chin.
You're right, Teddy. Servania is waiting a little bit too long. He's getting beat to the punch, beat to the mark.
He's blowing rounds doing this.
And like I said, his only opportunity is when Valdez make the mistake and that habit that he has in pulling straight back.
That's a great opportunity.
And he has taken advantage of that opportunity.
It is a great opportunity, Timmy, but I'll argue with you with one thing. He has an opportunity to just do it the way that he does it. Come forward behind the jab and just get inside, get in the trenches. He's not doing that the last couple rounds. He's looking for the one shot, and that has not been serving him.
Well, it looks like to me that Valdez is not cooperating. He's moving, using his legs, finding angles.
And in a fight like this, where Valdez seemingly controlled the early goings, then we have the trading of knockdowns in 4 and 5 and some of the bigger rallies in the 6th. Valdez can box his way to gathering points and rounds on the scoreboard. As the championship rounds have arrived. Stay with us.
¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Verdad? Estás boxeando. Te voy a dar agua. Muy bien. ¿Qué, amigo? Corro. Ok, vamos bien, nomás vivo con el counter de él. Cuando lo lleves atrás, no te lleva otra, nomás que llévalo atrás, sigue ganando el golpe de la misma manera. Sigue ganando el golpe de la misma manera.
Gilberto Ramirez moved his mark to 36-0. You saw the knockdown score against Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart from Philly was so game, but Ramirez kept coming, did damage early, and a unanimous decision win in what was just such a well-matched, good, hard-fought title fight to open up our night of back-to-back title fights with all 4 coming in undefeated. That's what we have in front of us here. Final 2 rounds, a right hand from Oscar Valdez, and that gets the attention of his own fans.
Now, you made the point in the last round, Timmy, and to your point, you're right, that I'm saying that Servania should just be doing with what got him into the dance. Not looking for the one shot, if it stands there. But instead of falling behind, as he has the last several rounds, looking for the one shot, press behind the jab, get in, and you said, well, Valdez is not cooperating. Gotcha, but it doesn't matter. You still have to do that and take that tack, take that attitude. And then if he doesn't let you get there, fine. But you lose with what brought you here. You lose with the best of yourself. Right now, he's not losing with the best of himself.
When he came out the gate, firing that jab, he must have heard you. And working his combinations after.
And that's what he should be doing. You're gonna lose, the guy's gonna outbox you, he's not gonna cooperate with you. Make him do that. But don't stand there looking for one shot.
They may not be there.
Exactly. Come in there, come with what got you here. Come behind that jab, come with all barrels firing. If he outboxes you, so be it. But at least you know that you brought what you needed to bring. And he's not doing that right now.
It was there in round 4, 6, 7, but it hasn't been there the last 3 rounds.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads in there. Watch your heads. Stop. Back up.
Jab off the hip from Oscar. Coming up short on that right hand behind the jab towards Genesis. Oscar perhaps a little more willing.
Win or lose after this fight, the connections of Valdez need to go back to the drawing board, go back to the gym, and correct that habit of going out or to the side with your hands down, exposed.
Such a defensive flaw and it cost him tonight. And then everything just being just a little too wide at times too, Teddy, right?
Yes. And if you don't correct that, somewhere down the road you'll pay a price. Little head clash right there.
It is.
Left hand to the body from Oscar.
That body shot right there seemed to hurt Servania for a minute.
It did. Boxing down the stretch here, and then an exchange to close out the 11th has served Valdez well. As we will listen in before the 12th and final
Me ganaste
round.
otro round, un roundazo, ¿viste?
Just give me one more round.
Bien, el round es tuyo, el round es tuyo. Vas a arriesgar, arriesga, pero de una manera inteligente sin abandonarme en la defensa.
Fight in an intelligent fashion.
¿Estamos bien?
Último round.
¿Qué quieres? Agua. Muy bien. Hey, jale aire. Pide que jale aire. Échale agua en los huevos.
Throw water on his
Ok,
tongue.
último round.
Move him down.
Jale aire, bien, muy bien. Muy bien, mijo. Muy bien. Sí, sí. Vamos bien, pero inteligente.
Be intelligent.
Inteligente, ¿oyó?
You hear me? Be intelligent.
Vamos, por vivo. Hey!
Stay alert.
Well, here we go. We'll delay with the mouthpiece. 106-101 says Teddy. They traded the knockdowns in the middle, but then those missed opportunities with Servania just looking for that one big shot as Valdez boxes his way to a lead on Teddy's scorecard. The champ returning home here to Tucson, looking to defend things, and the beginning of this round tells us we may be in store for a little something different here in this final round here. 12th and final round as he lets loose. Genesis says, come on, bring a little more than that, my friend. Stalking, and a right hand does land there.
Again, pull it out. Better correct that. Pull it out straight in front.
Good exchange.
Don't go anywhere, you guys.
Well, this is going to be sensational stuff down the stretch. Short right hand.
They don't know anything, these guys, except fighting. Even if they're ahead, they don't care. Valdez ahead, so what? I'm still going to go and get him.
That's why I like these massive Valdez, baby. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
You're ahead, kid. Box, move around. Now I'm going to go get him.
Servania very game. He's still in this fight. There's still seconds left.
And again, everything is a big shot. Valdez, everything he rolls up on. And that can leave an opening.
Such risk reward in the center of the ring from the champion.
Servania is running on fumes right now. Nothing but heart.
One tough cookie.
Nothing but heart is pushing him forward.
Chasing with a right hand.
Servania was waiting on his opportunity. Waiting a little bit too long.
Tried to get to the body that time, and they will break. 45 seconds remain here with the title on the line.
You were wondering if Servania is running on fumes? Just look at that last clinch inside, that last moment inside. He got in close, he didn't punch. He needs to rest.
Oscar comes forward. boxing as they're looking for their hometown champ to retain things here in Tucson. Oh, that's good stuff. How about it? Valdez, Servania. They traded knockdowns and they take it to the limit. The homecoming, and in the arms of Manny's trainer. We will hear from the judges when we return to Top Rank Boxing on ESPN.
Good fighter, my friend. Great fighter.
We do it again. We do it again.
Good fight. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Attaboy, Oscar. Attaboy. Right behind you, Mike Bell.
Very good fight. Down the stretch here. Teddy Atlas says yes, absolutely. Getting him the last 5 rounds. I love those dueling 10-8s right in the middle of our action-packed main event here. 116, 110, says Teddy. Let's find out what the official judges said. For that, we go up to
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard, and it reads as follows. Judge O'Connell scores it 116 to 110. Judge Martinez, 119 to 111. And Judge Taylor scores it 117 to 109. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision, and still WBO featherweight champion of the world, Puro Nogales, señores, Oscar Valdez.
Valdez does it here at home. He promised him he'd return with the belt, and he will now meet up with family and friends living here in Tucson to celebrate.